Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 2 of the First Star series with Everton. Our quest, of course, to lead Everton to Champions League glory. Now, since last episode where we got our whole career basically underway with a good solid 2-1 win to Crystal Palace, or home to Crystal Palace, we've played 2 games since then and it's gone okay. It's gone pretty well, if I'm honest. When we went and played Huddersfield, this was a really, really tough game for us. You can see there, not many shots on goal. We dominated possession, but we really struggled to find a way through. Tosun with the goal in the end that got us a hard-fought, but probably on the basis of that, deserved 1-0 win. Then we went and played Burnley, and this was a really, really good performance, to be honest. You can see 93rd minute, would have loved to have kept that clean sheet, but overall, we deserved the win. Bernard with 2, Tosun with yet another goal. Tosun has been absolutely brilliant for us so far this season with 3 goals from, of course, the first 3 games. Now, this episode, we're going to have a look at West Ham. That's who we got in the EFL Cup second round. That's going to be tough. We're going to have a look at some of our younger or more fringe players. I think it's good sort of early on in the sort of our time at Everton to have a good look at everybody, and we can kind of decide then who we like, who we don't like, and all those sorts of things. Then we're going to play Fulham away in the league. This is a game that we probably should be winning, isn't it? But there's no such thing as an easy game, as they say. And let's have a look at where we sit in the table. 3 games in, early days, but we are top. We are unfortunately still behind Liverpool, though, so we'll have to try and rectify that. But that's a tough ask off me first season, guys. Really, really tough. West Ham, you can see, are sitting just below us in the league. So I'm not sure if they're going to take this EFL Cup game as seriously as we are. If they take it more seriously, we're going to be in tough. But let's have a look at the team we're sending out. And let's not kid around. It is still a strong team, I think. It's Stekelenburg in goal. We'll have a look at the attributes here because we haven't seen any of these players as of yet. You can see, decent enough keeper. Not the best, but by far the worst. He's 30. I didn't realize he was 35. We're going to need to get a backup keeper in for next season, most likely. Leighton Baines goes down the left. We know all about Leighton Baines. Good quality player. Again, coming to the end. Last year of his contract. I'm not sure if we'll keep him or not. Phil Jagielka, another one, a stalwart of Everton. I would dare say close to it. Maybe not an Everton legend, but certainly an Everton fan favourite. Again, it's probably his last season with the club. Yerry Mina, he's finally getting fit. First game of the year for him. He is a personal favourite of mine, and I'm hoping he's going to do quite well for us. And John Joe Kenny, I heard about this guy. I didn't know much about him, to be honest, but he looks like a very, very good right back. I think we already have Coleman's replacement, albeit Coleman being far from done. How do we say this? Benning me, whatever this guy's name is, 19-year-old, decent enough midfielder. He's going to get a game for us with Andre Gomez as the advanced playmaker. Very good player, Andre Gomez. And this is the other guy. I couldn't remember who the other midfielder was that was injured. It was Tom Davies. So he's going to get a game for us here as well. Interesting to see how this guy does. Josh Bowler looks like a decent inside forward, doesn't he? Not crossing isn't the best, but dribbling's good. Decent finishing as well. I think he could do okay for us. What's his name here? Lookman. Ademola Lookman. We know he's a quality up-and-coming young player as well. So good to see him get a game. And Calvert-Lewin as well, up top. I've been toying with the... sorry, we'll just go back on the attributes. I've been toying with the complete forward up top instead of a... in my Villa sleeve, I have been playing a deep-lying forward or an advanced forward. And I'm kind of thinking... I've been toying with this, and I might try it with my Villa save as well. The complete forward does a bit of everything. So I think that's working okay for us. So let's get out there and see how we do against West Ham. So we can see the way they're lining up, very similar to us, aren't they, really? Now, if you haven't, if you're new to my channel, first of all, welcome. There will be a Goals of the Month in the episode with all the goals that you've missed in between episodes, so make sure you stick around for that. As I said, it's going to be a bit of a Tosun special, but what do we say? We're huge underdogs here. Are we huge underdogs? Alright, we'll go with that. It is sort of the youth players and the backups that are playing, so we'll tell them they're underdogs, go out there and give the fans a performance. Yeah, let's just see how we do here. It's going to be interesting. Like I say, we can sort of discover together. Some of these guys we played in pre-season, but I don't really put too much into pre-season. To be honest, I don't really pay any attention to the tactics that we're playing. I just send players out there to get game time, basically. So here's Andre Gomez from a set piece. Lays it across to Lookman. Can Lookman get a shot away? He's out of camera. We can't see. He does get a shot away. It's off the post, I think. Well done, cameraman. We need a new director in the truck, please, guys. That would have been a cracking start, wouldn't it? I think it was Lookman that took the shot, but ironically, we couldn't look. There's a dad joke. Alright, so it's got off to a good start here. I think if we do happen to go out of this tournament, we will look to send Bowler out on loan. I think it was Fleetwood, which I think, are they League 1 or are they League 2 now, that are interested in taking him on loan. So if we sort of lose these games, then I think we might look to send him out, even if it's just till January. Then we can look to bring him back, and I think we have to take the FA Cup a little bit more seriously though than this one. All right, it's a West Ham corner, comes in, away please boys, away. Oh, is there a foul, offside, something? No. Okay, so wait, another VAR. I had never had a VAR, and I just recorded my world tour, and we had a VAR decision in that, and suddenly I now have had 2 VARs in one day. What's he looking for? Was it a push? I think there was a push here, ref. Look at that. Oh, disgusting. Rice surely has pushed. Who is that? Davies out of the way. Has he? Has he not? Has the goal been given? Offside? Oh, he's offside, ref. He's offside. He's in front of the goalkeeper. He's offside. No, it's been given. Okay, well, there we go. Let's show some passion here, boys. Come on, Everton. Yeah, I mean, we do have... I want to give Dow a game if I can. Oh, come on! There we go, 1-1. We are back on level terms. That didn't take long, or maybe it did, but it didn't seem like it took long. I've just been reminded the reason that Bowler is playing and that Richarlison isn't is that Walcott done his hamstring. I think it wasn't a bad one. It was like 3 or 4 weeks, I think. So Richarlison's going to be sort of bumping himself up into the league squad. So that's why he's not playing here. We're going to keep him fresh for the Fulham game. A little bit of news on the injury front that I forgot to mention at the start there. So this is going okay. I'm not sure. I don't know West Ham well enough to know if that's their first choice team, but there's certainly some familiar names in there, isn't there? And Elnanovic, Felipe Anderson, Yarmolenko, Noble. I don't know if that's their first choice or not, to be honest, but it certainly looks a strong team, doesn't it? We scored from our only shot on goal, which I'm sure is frustrating for West Ham, but not that we care. What do we say? We're not happy with that. Match ratings aren't great. We've been outplayed. I think we do need to say that. We'll tell Tom Davies there's more to come from him. We'll get back out there. We haven't... It's not like we've been overrun, is it? We haven't really been riding our luck necessarily. But we certainly... They've had more of the game, haven't they? Let's get creative here. See what we can do. We do have Nias on the bench, on the Aussie. Everybody, and Dow as well, who I'd like to give a game to if we can. Everybody else there, I'm kind of want to keep fresh for the league. Kurt Zuma, we may or may not bring Yerry Mina in for the league fixture. He's looking a bit tired here, so I think we might play Zuma against Fulham, and then we might look to make the switch between Zuma and Yerry Mina as the first choice centre back partner for what's his face? Michael Keane? Yeah, Michael Keane. Alright, I'm about to cough here, sorry guys. I had a cold over Christmas and it just will not go away. Just coughing, it's really annoying. It's wearing me down a little bit now. Come on, Bowler, let's see what he can do here. Good run, he's got space to run into as well. Can he pick a pass? He can. Calvert-Lewin, that was a penalty. It's got to be a penalty and he's off. That is 100%. Don't bother going there, Atkinson. That is, I can tell you, very much a penalty, and it has to be a second yellow card, which means that the West Ham defender is surely going to be sent to the stands. Balbuena, never heard of him, to be honest. I don't know if he's a young player or someone they've signed in the game. It's 100% a penalty. If it's not a penalty, I'm blowing my top. He has given a penalty. He's pointing to the centre circle. I'm not quite sure why. We're not taking the penalty from that spot, Mr. Atkinson. It's this one down here. We're going to struggle to hit a penalty from halfway, aren't we? Who is taking it? It is Leighton Baines. Now, if I know one thing about Leighton Baines, as I jinxed him horribly, it's that he is a very, very good penalty taker. Red card, as I said, for the defender, given he was already booked. Leighton Baines. Go on, Leighton! Hey! There it is. 2-1 up. A man up. Surely we can see this out from here. Now, what do we look to do here tactically? I kind of want to have a look and see how West Ham are approaching this, if I'm honest. See what Pellegrini has up his sleeve. Oh no, we're going straight back to a highlight. Maybe we're going to nick it. Are we going to nick it? It doesn't look like we are. Come on, boys. Come on. It's a bit of a loose pass. Davies is closing. I think that's Davies, number 8. It's a decent ball into the box. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Come on. That's a bit of a piss off, isn't it? That is quite annoying. They're down to 10. We're apparently still celebrating Baines' penalty. We don't need to see that again. That's just poor. Okay, let me just have a look how they're playing here. They've very, very strange formation there. So, I mean, we kind of have to keep going now, don't we? Let's give it a demand more. Highlight starts. Hopefully, they're not going to be feeling pressured by having more demand off. And here's Bowler again. Now, Bowler set up that penalty. And here's another ball. Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin! Oh, what a finish! It's straight through Adrian in goal. And that is Calvert-Lewin's first goal of the year. And before we do anything else, concentrate, boys. Concentrate. Let's not get carried away here, because we saw what happened last time. Surely now, a goal up and a man up, we will be able to see this out. A good ball, wasn't it, from Bowler? And Calvert-Lewin, could the keeper have done better? Just sort of squeezed under his arm, it looks like, doesn't it? So that is what we like to see. They're overwhelmed. I don't care, guys. Concentrate. You can't be trusted. Okay, so what I want to do here is I do want to give Dow a game, because if we have a look at his attributes here, I kind of found him in the under-23s. And what a player he is. I don't know if he's playing for Everton. I feel a little ignorant here. With Villa in the Championship, I don't watch as much Premier League as I used to. So I've got to confess, I have no idea if he is playing or not in real life. Let's take off Benny there. Let's switch those around, because we can play Andre Gomez. This is a central midfielder. On support, he can do that, can't he? Yeah, and then play Dow. Now, does he need to be pushed forward? I think he does. So I'll have to go into other tactics here and do that, won't I? Just hold the elevator music here as I do this. Right, let's play him as a deep-lying playmaker, and let's play Davies. He can play as a ball winner. There we go, and defend. I don't like that things are moving in the background there. I thought this game was paused. Apparently not. Alright, there we go. Anything else you want to do? I don't necessarily think so. I mean, in a way, putting in an attacking midfielder is perhaps a little silly, given that we're a goal up. But I do think having the two more defensive midfielders in there, they should sit in the middle, and that should be fine. We will, however, now just start. He's picked up a knock, Calvert-Lewin, so we'll make a sub for that as well. We have Nias on the bench, so that shouldn't be a problem. We'll regroup. We'll still always want to counter. I don't like not countering, because then you lose your threat, don't you? Especially when they're pushing forward. That is most likely your best chance of getting another goal. Actually, we'll just edit this so I can make the sub at the same time. So Nias comes on for Calvert-Lewin. Nias is more of a pressing forward, isn't he? Which is fine. Not a problem at all with that. There we go. So that's our 3 subs now. So hopefully nothing... Oh no, we've still got a sub to go. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's be defensive. Let's sit back. Let's see this out. 5 minutes of stoppages. Tell you what, 3 shots, 3... Oh, now we've got 4 shots, 3 goals. It's ruthless, isn't it? 40 seconds to go here. It's probably just enough time if they want to go and really ruin our afternoons. Come on. Let's concentrate here, boys. Let's concentrate. Cross comes in. Get that away. Oh, no. Yarmolenko has done it again. Oh, that is... That's a kick in the balls, isn't it? That. Oh, come on, boys. We've got to be better than this, seeing out a game. Stecklenburg, he went to Cam, changed his mind. He probably would have been struggling to get there, to be honest. And it's going to go to penalties. This is the game we should have won, isn't it? I mean, not by that, but a man up. We've been a goal up twice and a man up. And we have not been able to see this out. Alright. Penalties it is. Sit back, boys. This is going to be nervy. Leighton Baines has already got 1. Can he get a second? Come on. Oh, Leighton Baines. That was a penalty and a half, wasn't it? Top corner. Unstoppable. Mark Noble. I think he's a known penalty taker, isn't he? We've got Stecklenburg in goal. Can he make a save? He's gone the wrong way. Who's up next? Jagielka. Is he an Everton legend? No, as I said, probably just a fan. He'll become an Aussie villain legend if he can put this in the back of the net. It's not going to happen, is it? We're going to get knocked out by 10 men. Yarmolenko, you've scored enough already today, mate. Take 5. You can have a miss here. Have a miss. Have a miss. Oh, thank you. Ask and you shall receive. That was a horrible penalty, wasn't it? Watch out. Oh, penalty just went flying over my head. Andre Gomez. Come on, son. He got one, didn't he? He got the first. Oh, he's missed it as well. That was just horrible penalties. All right, Stecklenburg, you've just got to save another one. Well, save one. You haven't saved one yet. Yarmolenko missed. It's Lucas, Arsenal legend. We're in trouble here. We are now officially in trouble. Umar Nias. Come on, son. We need this. We need this. Oh, he's put it in. That's 2-2. Now, if they score this, do they win? No, because we still have one more penalty to come. It's Cresswell. I don't know that he's not as good as Baines as penalties. Is he? Oh, tell you what, he's not a bad penalty taker though, is he? Now the pressure starts. Sudden death. We have to score this. And then we have to save the next one. Oh, this will be really disappointing, won't it? It's Dow. It's the young kid. I wonder in hindsight if I should not have brought him on. If putting him up top, we should have just kept the straight three in midfield. Let me know what you think in the comments. That's maybe you don't know what you're doing coming my way there. Overconfident. Dow. Oh, good penalty, kid. Good penalty. All right, Stecklenburg. It all comes down to this. Who's stepping up for them? It is... Oh, what's his name? I can never pronounce this. He's the guy that put the cross in for their equaliser for the third time. Their left back. I'm not even going to bother. Again, I've just come from recording the World Tour and all those Chinese names, and I just can't. I can't put myself through that. There it is. Well, that is a game we shouldn't have lost. It's our first loss as manager, but technically it's a draw. I'm really angry about that. Told them, but they weren't excellent. You were up against 10 men, and you lost. I'm really annoyed by that. Really, really annoyed. We shouldn't have lost that game. We just shouldn't have. It's just a short-term injury there for Bowler's debut along with Yerry Mina. We just shouldn't have lost that. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We'll be back against Fulham and hopefully we'll take some revenge. Okay, welcome back. Let's get that West Ham game out of our systems. We're away to Fulham. We are the favourites for this game. And you can see a win here. Liverpool's already won. So we can kind of keep track with them at the top of the table. But we've had a relatively soft start to the season in the league. So this is important to get the win here. Though we're going back to the full-strength team, more or less. It's Pickford in goal. It's Digne. It's Keane. It's Zuma. And it's Coleman as a back four. It's Gay and it's Schneiderlin in midfield. Richarlison gets his first start along with Bernard, providing the width with Sigurdsson and Tosun, the goal-scoring machine, up top. So we can see the way Fulham are lining up. They look a little bit defensive there, don't they? But the scouts assure me that they are an attacking team. If they play anything like they did at the start of the season when they were getting smashed by everybody, then they are definitely an attacking team, aren't they? Let's say, with a little bit of passion, we're the favourites. Go out there and get defensive performance. We've been on a good run lately. I mean, we haven't really. I expect nothing but a win. Let's just go with that. I expect a win here, boys. Some calm. We have faith, though that's gone down not as well as I would have liked. Let's just see. Hopefully the first choice team can defend a little bit better, but attack with just the same sort of potency. That's the thing, isn't it? We scored 3 goals against a good West Ham team. I do wonder that Dow substitution, if I shouldn't have made that. I was maybe a little bit blinkered by the fact that I wanted to get him on the field. That's a bit of a lungy tackle there from Seamus. Yeah, and maybe I shouldn't have done that in hindsight, but it's done now. We're out of the cup. We will move on. Carney with a decent-looking free kick. Is that off the bar, was it? What's happened there? I thought that went over, but no, it bounced back into play. So a little bit lucky there, perhaps. That could have gone anywhere. Let's get creative here. We're just starting to get a little bit of possession now, which is good. Team looks inspired. Early cross in. There's a man at the back post. We have not picked him up at all. It's Andre Schürrle, and it's 1-0. What is happening to our defence? Oh, that is not great defending. We'll give it a show some passion here, I think. It's just a hack into the box, and no one's picked up Schürrle. No one's picked him up whatsoever. So that is a little bit disappointing. All right, here's a corner. Sigurdsson knocks it in. It's Tosun again, was it? It's bouncing around. Surely a foul in there somewhere. It's gone in the back of the net. I think it's a goal. How we did not commit a foul in there, I will never know. But we've pegged them back within the minute, which is excellent. Now let's have another look at this. Surely. Good header from Tosun off the post. That's a foul. Surely that's fair. I mean, the animation's not great. Zuma just sliding, he's taking everybody out. Look at this. Watch Kurt Zuma. When the ball comes back off the post, he's just taking everybody out. I don't understand how that's not a foul, but we will take that. We will take that and run. Let's demand more here. Let's keep going now, boys. We're dominating this game in terms of possession. We just need to be a little bit aware, I think, maybe of the hacks into the box, because that's what I did this last time, isn't it? Here's Schneiderlin. He goes, speaking of hacked into the box, there's one there. Tosun's in. Tosun! Oh! He's scored a goal every time he's taken the field for us so far, and should he have kept that run alive? Alright, here's Idrissa Gueye to Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson into... Oh, it's a cracking ball for Carlson! What a goal! What a pass from Gylfi Sigurdsson, and that is 2-1. We are back in front. Well, not back in front. We are in front. Richarlison with his first goal for Everton, and that was a stunning pass from Sigurdsson. Look at this. One touch, turns, and rolls it into the pass of Richarlison. Past the keeper, and there we go. 2-1. We are back on form. Now we need to concentrate, really, don't we? We've done the hard work. We've come back from a goal behind. We need to do what we didn't do last game and defend. I'm hoping with these two defenders, we're sort of more first choice now. But there were some decent players in that team. John Joe Kenny, I think, is someone who will be good, but he didn't play well. I do wonder, Yerry Mina, it was his debut. He didn't particularly play well, coming back from an injury, and of course starting late pre-season after the World Cup. So I think that maybe some things there didn't go our way. Leighton Baines, it was a good team. Leighton Baines is good. Jagielka's old but good. Mason Holgate's back from his injury, so we'll look to give him a game soon. Oh, Kurt Zuma, that's a cracking effort. Oh, he should have scored. The first header from Zuma was stunning. The second miss was equally as stunning, just for the wrong reasons, really, wasn't it? Yeah, we're dominating this game. It shouldn't be close. It really shouldn't. I'm wondering if we just need to look to maybe back off a little bit. If the only chance they've had was that sort of hoof into the box. What do we say? Things are going well. You're capable of better. I don't hate that. So let's go here now. Let's just tell guys to improve that need to improve. Coleman wasn't great, so we'll tell him we're not happy. Yeah, and we'll just sort of go down. As I've said before, I don't want to repeat myself and become boring, but anything over a 6.7, we'll say there's more to come. Anything below that, or 6.7 and below, we'll say we're not happy, because 6.7 to me is sort of like the mid-range. Like, you're not doing anything wrong, you're not doing anything right. So if you can do better, then we'll tell them that. Yeah, anything below a 6.7, I always think, or 6.7 and below, you can be doing better, unless you're up against, say, you're like a lower league team playing Arsenal in the in a cup game. Then encouragement is probably the way to go. But otherwise, 6.7 really isn't good enough. Bernard's not having his best game. We do have Lookman on the bench. We could look to bring him on. I won't do the same dad joke about Lookman. Let's show some passion here. Bernard really isn't having a good game, is he? We might need to make that sub, I think. Sometimes it's just not your day. And he has been quite good for us apart from that. Do we want to play two inside forwards, or do we... Let's try it. Let's try two inside forwards. We have wing-backs, of course, getting forwards, so it might open up a little bit more space for them as well. I'd love a third goal for us, I'll be honest. I would love a third goal, just to relax a little bit here. Tosun hasn't got his goal yet, so surely there's one there for him. This should not be close, though. It should not be close. Oh, Carney again. He's given us a couple of warnings, hasn't he? He's given us a couple of warnings. Come on. We cannot win 2 games here, given how this episode's played out. Tosun is injured. Hopefully that is not serious, because as I was saying last episode, I do think striking is perhaps the weakness of the team. The Calvert-Lewin injury was nothing major. It was like a 1 or 2 day thing, so that's why he's back on the bench after getting injured last game. We're going to have to start and see this game out. Just drop off a little bit, be more compact, We'll regroup. We'll slow down the pace. We will be more disciplined. We'll start to waste a bit of time. We'll play for set pieces because that's a good opportunity to waste time. I'm wondering if we should have mixed crosses on actually and not low crosses all the time. We don't lack height up front right now, so we might as well try and take advantage of that. Alright, let's try this again. Let's try and go defensive. Let's try and waste more time, and let's see if we can see out the game on the second attempt. Did I not unpause that? There we go. Let's concentrate. Coleman, it's a decent ball up for Calvert-Lewin. Can he hold it up? He's fallen for Richarlison. Gets the ball back. It's there! It's not quite there. It's a save. It's kind of bounced around. Hit everything but the back of the net, that one. Alright, Gylfi. Can we get something from the corner here? United with a late winner against Bournemouth. Come on, Gylfi. He's wasting time. This is what we told him to do. I feel like the Fulham fans would be a little bit more annoyed in real life about that. He's gone to the edge of the area. It's there for Richarlison. Richarlison beats one, but not the second man. It's hacked clear, and that should... 30 seconds to go. Can we waste 30 seconds from a throw-in? Let's see your best work here, Seamus. There we go. Yeah, it's no one to throw to. Who am I going to throw it to? There's no options. No options, ref. There's nothing for him to do. He's just got to wait for a man. In your own time, referee. He throws it in. That's the end of the game. Unconvincing again in the league. I mean, it was a good win, wasn't it? But the score maybe was unconvincing. We'll say well done. Well done, lads. And now we're just got to hope this injury isn't too serious. 3 to 5 weeks. It could be worse. But it's not great. Along with the Walcott injury, suddenly we're looking a little bit thin up front, aren't we? It's sort of Calvert-Lewin and the Aussie, it looks like, for the next little while. Guys, that is it. Just goals of the month to come. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. And, of course, subscribe if you're new. If we look at the league table, we're keeping pace with Liverpool. It's going to be a challenge, isn't it, to go toe for toe with them all season. But so far, so good. We're ahead of everybody. Manchester City with a game in hand, along with. But that lame. Oh no, they're not playing Chelsea. But anyway, I'm rambling in episodes as I do almost every time. As I said, that's it for today. Hit thumbs up if you have enjoyed that. Subscribe if you're new. We will be back on Wednesday. I think it is. Thursday with a new episode. That will be against Manchester United and Newcastle. I'd say that seems like a sensible time to come back. So Manchester United and Newcastle on Thursday. Until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching, and here are our goals of the month from August. Take care.